There's some good seasons in here by some good players, and Giannis has made the most of it. And then there's his new teammate, Damian Lillard, who will easily be the best player he's ever played with.
Easily. What's YouTube? It's your boy Caleb back with another video. Today we got number 32 on trending, Jimmy High Roller. They should have never let this happen. Obviously, I don't know, y'all can see the thumbnail right now, but this is a video about Dame to the Bucks. Now I ain't did no reaction to Dame to the Bucks on this channel yet, so I'm just like drop my quick thoughts. You know what I'm saying? I personally, you know what I'm saying, I think it's a crazy trade. You know what I'm saying? You trade Dame for Drew, you get all the offense, you throw away, you know what I'm saying, a lot of perimeter defense. You get a lot of offense. And you put one of the best shooters in the game versus with the most dominant player in the game. And that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? Off the rip, they're going to easily have a shot at the championship this year. And I'm expecting big things from both players. But on top of that, Dame, what's going on, man? You got to stand on what you say, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, you was like, in the past, you was talking about how KD went to the Golden State Warriors. Now, yes, he lost to them in 7 games in the Western Conference Finals. The year prior, he went, but he went through free agency, bro. It's not like he just like up and left his team, bro. It was free agency. It was a move that he decided was best for his career. That's a personal decision. Like, I don't see no reason why he should have ever got. Obviously, you know, they had a little rivalry and he joined Steph Curry, but when you're just looking at pure basketball, I don't see any reason why he should have got all the slander that he did throughout these years. And if you look at it, Dame is doing the worst version of it because he left his team in the win. You know what I'm saying? This the team you saying you want to be loyal to for your entire career. You end up being a franchise scoring leader, but you're not, now you want to leave because you want a championship. Things are not given, bro. Things are earned, bro. And obviously, you went through the trade. You got your little team now. So it's no excuses. We don't want to see 37% from the three no more. We don't want to see, you know what I'm saying, you blowing up 4, you know, we don't want to see you blowing leads in the Western Conference Finals no more. We want to see you get a championship, Dame. So, like, if that's what you're really about, you got to show us this season. Let's get into the video, though.
Interesting? Here's a chart of every single teammate Giannis Antetokounmpo has played with in the NBA. That's every player in every season for the past 10 years.
Okay.
And they're all plotted based on how good they were in terms of box plus minus and win shares.
Okay.
Now, over the years, Giannis has played with a lot of guys. OJ Mayo, Jabari Parker, he played with Jason Terry.
He played with DeMarcus Cousins.
Kind of a weird overlap. But
what was that?
His best teammates have all came in the last few seasons. Brook Lopez, Eric Bledsoe, Chris Middleton, Drew Holiday. There's some good seasons in here by some good players. And Giannis has made the most of it. And then there's his new teammate,
Damian Lillard,
who will easily be the best player he's ever played with.
Easily.
The NBA's got a new super team.
Obviously.
And right now, they're the favorites to win it all.
Okay, favorites is crazy. It's not crazy, but... And you can't even say his name, Giannis. Foresight. Hey, W ad. You know we don't have time for this though, Joe. Jimmy, I'm not using no
Days I
SeatGeek.
wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. I saw my team rally their way to the conference finals for the first time in 2 decades, just to get swept and never return. I've had to watch the player that
Curry
we
put that
passed
work
up
on him.
turn into an all-time great, while the guy we picked couldn't even stay on the court. I watched Brandon Roy blossom into a star and then retire literally 50 games later due to injuries.
Dang.
This is enough to make a man go insane. And then the chosen one, our loyal king, the one glimmer of hope in a bleak and
the loyal king. He wasn't even like the longest tenured player with the team in the league though.
desolate franchise just packs up and leaves to the Bucks, and we get stuck with DeAndre Ayton, a guy we aren't even gonna keep.
Bro, so is this not worse than KD, bro? Because KD went through free agency. There was nothing holding him back. He don't owe the OKC no loyalty. He brought them to the finals already. He won an MVP. He won 4 scoring titles. Dame has won nothing.
A rookie and a 7th grader.
He's
And
won
I'm not
nothing,
even sure
bro.
where the Bucks came from. The Blazers and the Heat were stuck in one of the weirdest, most drawn-out stalemates for the last 3 months. And out of nowhere, the Bucks came and picked him up.
I'm gonna say Dame has done nothing, but he's done nothing, bro. He's achieved no individual awards.
Despite
respectfully.
everything he's given to the Blazers, the organization never
Oh, he did get the
quite put him
three-point
in a position
contest
to win. The
in the
man has
All-Star
been in the
break.
league for 11 seasons and has played with only one All-Star, and even that was nearly a decade ago. In fact, throughout
Wait,
his
what's this
career
list?
to
My
win,
bad, my
the
bad.
man
What's
has
this
been in
list?
the league for
Trailblazer.
11
Okay,
seasons
okay.
and has played with only one All-Star, and even that was nearly a decade ago. In fact, throughout his career, Dame has made 7 All-NBA teams, a feat only 46 players throughout the history of the NBA have accomplished. And out
Dang.
of these players, only 13 of them never won a championship in the NBA. And these
Dang.
13 players, whether active or retired, are all regarded in the same dismissive fashion. All-time greats who never won a ring. Only 4 of them are active today. Chris Paul, James Harden, Russell Westbrook,
Chris Paul's gonna win
and
a ring
Damian
this year.
Lillard. And all 4 of them have reached the same point in their careers. Don't be the guy who had a stellar career with all the awards and achievements, but no championship to show for it. And
Okay, bro. Respectfully, bro, I feel like y'all overrating Dame a little bit. He's a great player. He's a great player. But Russ has an MVP, most triple doubles ever, a scoring title. Even Russ has a scoring title. Dame doesn't even have one yet. And Russ is one of the most inefficient players in the whole NBA. James Harden, a 2-time MVP, if I'm not mistaken. 3-time scoring champion, if I'm not mistaken. 2 or 3. Like, bro, CP3, we obviously know he's a point guard. You know what I'm saying? He's led great teams. He's made every single team that he's been a part of, you know what I'm saying, a winning team, a winning playoff team. You know what I'm saying? He got all the assist records and things of that nature. Now you get to Dame. He got all the points. Maybe I'm talking too much bad on
stellar
Dame. Like,
career with all
maybe
the
if you just
awards and
add the points
achievements,
beside
but no
Giannis, that's enough.
championship to show for it. And so after 3 months of uncertainty, I think this is about the best case scenario not only for Lillard, but for Giannis and the Bucks. In fact, this trade was actually foreshadowed last season. During the 2023 All-Star Draft selection over every other All-Star reserve, Giannis picked Damian Lillard with his
Why he
first
playing at
pick.
him like that,
Back
though?
in
He knew already?
2022, Dame was asked who he would play with if he could choose any active player. His answer was Giannis. Fast forward 18 months, and they both got their wish. So now that he's on the Bucks, and they both got a teammate that far exceeds anyone else they've ever played with, how good is this duo, actually? We've seen
about to see.
countless pairs of superstars get hyped up with grand expectations just to fall short and achieve essentially nothing together. But if history has shown us anything, this duo is bound to do something great. In terms of box plus minus, there have only been 6 duos in the history of the NBA that were as good individually as Giannis and Dame are. And out of those 6 duos, 4 of them went on to win the NBA championship that season. The only duos that didn't were Harden and CP3 in 2018, who lost to the eventual champs in the conference finals, and Durant and Westbrook, who were 1 game away from making the finals. History has shown us that when 2 players of this caliber pair up, it usually results in a championship, or at worst, a game or 2 away from the finals. We're looking at potentially one of the best duos of the last few decades. Last season,
Facts.
Dame averaged 32 points, 7 assists, and 4 rebounds a game. Now,
Sheesh.
those aren't just historically great numbers. That's
He really
a stat
could have
line
won the scoring
that
title,
only
but he
Michael
gave up.
Jordan, James Harden, and Luka Doncic have ever achieved in the history of the NBA. Even crazier, Dame did all of this on record high efficiency. And last season, Giannis put up 31 points, 11 rebounds, and 5 assists per game. A stat line that hasn't been achieved since Wilt
I was gonna
Chamberlain
say
did
ever.
nearly 60 years ago. We all know just how dominant Giannis is, but I think spending the last decade in the shadow of arguably the greatest point guard ever has made Dame one of the most underrated stars in the league. Both of them are coming off of historically great seasons. We haven't seen a pair like this since KD joined Steph and the Warriors back in
Facts.
2017. In fact, the last time in modern NBA history 2 volume scorers of this caliber paired up was never. Over the last 50 years, there hasn't been a single duo that averaged at least 30 points per game and then played together in the following season. Not Kevin Durant and James Harden, not Curry and Durant, not LeBron and Wade, not even Kobe
Dang.
and Shaq. But it's not just how dominant Giannis and Dame are, it's the fact that their games perfectly complement one another.
Facts.
Individually, defenses are forced to
Oh my
scheme against
goodness.
Dame and Giannis in polar
Three
opposite
ball.
ways. But together, there's not a team in the league who has the defensive personnel to cover the deep ball and the pick and roll and the low post. Just think, every single attempt at creating a
if the Lakers were to get Drew Holiday, that would be the best bet. I don't know how they would do it. They'll have to ship like a lot of players most likely, but I can see them getting Drew Holiday. Then they can put him on Dame and then AD on Giannis. That would be a good matchup.
Superstar tandem in recent
Then LeBron
years
can do what
involves
LeBron do.
two players that usually have similar strengths and weaknesses. As good as Kyrie and Durant were, their games didn't complement one another. Kawhi and PG are great individually, but as a whole, their skill sets are far too similar to create a real dynamic offense. Most
Oh
of
my
the time,
goodness.
just taking turns on who's going to get the next possession. Even LeBron and AD are two oversized forwards who tend to play away from the basket and dominate possessions one turn at a time. For the exact opposite reason, this is why I think the duo of Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic works so well. Two completely different but compatible playstyles. Aside from Murray, who isn't quite a superstar, and Jokic, the last time we saw a duo that was made up of two megastars with complementary skills and positions was 2 decades ago with Shaq and Kobe. Damian Lillard's demand to be traded wasn't some breach of loyalty. It was an attempt to regain control of his career and earn a real chance at winning, like many others
Facts.
before him have done.
See, I'm not blaming Dame
All-time
for
greats put their
requesting a
loyalty
trade, bro. It's
first
just
and
like you gotta
foremost
stand with what you
and
say.
pay
If
the
you want to
price
go at
because of it.
KD
Guys like
for leaving
Reggie
in free
Miller,
agency,
Dominique Wilkins,
so you
Patrick
gotta go at
Ewing,
yourself now.
generational talents whose careers get lost in the shuffle because they've never climbed to the top of the mountain. They never overcame the final obstacle and won an NBA championship. It's almost like all the all-star selections and big performances and playoff wins become an afterthought or some sort of relegated achievement because the ultimate goal was never achieved. Is it better to stay with one organization with hopes that things will eventually work out, despite things never quite working out? Or after years of holding up your end of the deal, is it better to finally do what's best for you and put yourself in a position to win? Well, the answer lies with the players who did put themselves first. In the mid-2000s,
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Garnett's incredible
You gotta
talents
put
were
yourself
being
first in the
flushed down
league, bro. It's a
drain in
business.
Minnesota. And so he said
Simple.
enough is enough and went to Boston, a move that changed the course of his career and legacy. If Kevin Durant never left OKC, we may not know him as a 2-time champion and Finals MVP, but rather another generational talent who could never quite get it done. Even LeBron James, all made the decision to leave the franchise that drafted them for an organization that actually gave them a chance at winning a title. Because loyalty and fans and accolades aside, above all, every player wants to lift that trophy above their head and be crowned a champion. Something that was never gonna happen with Dame in Portland. So what do y'all think? Is this duo truly the favorites to win this year's title? Or are we getting ahead of ourselves like we've done countless times before in the past? Are Dame and Giannis a real match made for winning? Or is this team going to be just another failed attempt at combining talents in hopes that it yields something great? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And as always, until next time.
Bruh. Hey, W video, Jimmy, bro. First of all, bro, I would never say that anybody that like would approach me saying that this duo is gonna win a championship, I would never down you. You know what I'm saying? I would never just say you out of your mind or nothing like that, bro. It's a crazy duo, bro. We all know that. I ain't gonna say they're the favorites though. You know what I'm saying? It's other teams that could match up. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna see. You know what I'm saying? NBA season is around the corner. Preseason around the corner. Y'all tune in for that because I'm gonna be reacting to games. But W video though. Y'all enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you want to see next.